Even empresses are sometimes forced to sell their favorite jewelry. The famous Josephine, the lover of Napoleon Bonaparte, was not spared such a fate. After a painful divorce, she had to give up some parures and tiaras. The process of sale was held in secret. The name of the owner no one knew, so no documents confirming this fact have not survived. At the end of last year at the Sotheby's auction appeared a whole collection of those times, passed from Josephine's hands to various collectors and jewelry lovers. I want to show you a couple of the most interesting lots. The Empress amassed a huge collection of jewelry in the Neoclassical style. She was the first to combine cameos with diamonds and pearls. Following her, the fashion for such jewelry spread throughout France. A faithful ally in the choice of jewelry was her husband. He also donated a significant part of the collection. Bonaparte sought to acquire the best examples of jewelry, as he considered such things a sign of wealth and power. He especially liked the culture of ancient Rome, so many of his treasures had a characteristic style. The first Tyra is one of these. It was made in 1805 from gold, colored enamel, and carnelian. It was accompanied by earrings, a comb, and an elegant buckle. Tyra is made in the form of a braided hoop and a wide ribbon with bright carnelian cameos. The jewelry looks spectacular, and in Josephine's lush hairstyle must have looked great. In addition to the external beauty of such items carried a certain meaning. It was believed that they endow their owner with such qualities as courage, loyalty, and heroism, which fully corresponded to the policy of Napoleon. Of great interest is not only the Tyra itself, but also the cameos. They can be considered as a separate masterpiece. Small classical images of people made of red and orange carnelian are very fine work of talented masters of the 18th century. Josephine and her husband were passionate admirers of jewelry art. They regularly made orders from the best masters for huge sums, and of course, directly influenced fashion. Following the Empress, tiaras with cameos began to be worn by the whole court and then the whole of Paris. Let's take a look at another piece of jewelry in terms of color scheme reminiscent of the previous one. This tiara with cameos of slightly larger size made of the same carnelian. It was made in 1805 by an unknown master. It consists of two thin braided ribbons with small elements covered with blue enamel. The main role here is, of course, played by matchless cameos with portraits of people. The central cheerful image sets the mood of the whole tiara, and bright colors make it even more warm and attractive. I would like to add that there are very few such neoclassical style tiaras left in the world. The fashion for them existed for a short time and left together with the emperor, who loved it so much. Most of such jewelry was remade in accordance with new trends, so Josephine's jewelry is treated so reverently. As I have already written, there is very little historical evidence that these tiaras belonged to the imperial family. Josephine often bought, sold, and remodeled her jewelry, so it is extremely difficult to trace their path. Historians had to do serious research work to find any connection between the jewelry and the French monarchs. A great help for scientists was the existing collection of jewelry of the Swedish royal family, in which there is a Parure with a similar design. The latter came into the treasury thanks to Josephine's granddaughter Princess Lichtenberg, who married the future Swedish king. This Parure is one of the few surviving examples of stunning antique gemstone stones. The jewels sold by Josephine were kept by a British collector for over 150 years. I would like to express my gratitude to this person for being so careful with historical treasures. The Parure and tiara still lie in their original leather cases, which were once touched by the Empress' hands. The silk backing has yellowed slightly over time, and this is probably the only thing that has changed in a century and a half.